And once again, and not for the first time in this series, I have been alone in an empty shopping centre. Welcome back to the channel and to another episode in my series, The Death of the High Street, where we're exploring the changing face of retail all over the UK, actually the disappearing face of retail, let's be honest. And so someone got in touch saying you need to get to Nottingham because there's nothing there. So I'm here today to go to Nottingham and see, is there really nothing left in Nottingham? But first, whilst I'm down in the Midlands, I've come to a place called Grantham where someone else told me to come check out, where there's apparently a shopping centre that's completely empty, kind of like the one that I visited in Newcastle not long ago. So I'm going to head there first and then head over to Nottingham. I think it's about half an hour drive away. So let's do that. Now, the one thing I am worried about is I've been kicked out of so many shopping centres whilst making this series for filming. So I'm just hoping, actually, you know what I think I might have in my car? Let me just go back to my car and see if I've got it. This might save me today. Hard hat high-vis lanyard. This should give me the protection I need. So let's get down to this shopping centre. It's called the George, somewhere in here. Right, let's do it. This place, it's Wednesday, so that place technically should be open. I do feel a little bit silly now, not going to lie, in my disguise. Well, seeing as though there's nobody in here to hide from. I also think there's no security guards, well, because there's nothing to keep secure. Pretty sure I'm not going to get booted out of this one today, guys. Now, the only things that are open down here, you've got this job centre, I'm guessing, it's called Jobs 22, and there's also a nail bar just round here. That's it, on the ground floor. So when I got home, I wanted to see if I could find any of these shops for rent online, and I literally found all of them at the George Shopping Centre. So let's click on a random one, this one here. So this shop is on for £11,000 a year, so 11 grand to rent a shop in an empty shopping centre. So what else have we got? The rateable value, so the business rate, 7.5 grand. So what you'll end up paying on that is approximately 3.5 grand business rates a year. On top of that as well, you've got a service charge, which is 3.5 grand a year. So let's add all this together. So before you've paid yourself a wage, before you've paid staff costs, before you have paid any other costs that come with running a shop, you will be out of pocket £18,000 for a shop in an empty shopping centre. How is that possible? We all know that online shopping and the internet is the main cause of the high street's decline. However, you are literally giving nobody any hope of starting a business when you're charging rates, rent and service charge on a place like that that's literally empty. There's literally nothing in here. It's not worth that. So up here, there's the Tropicana Tan that's open, and then that is it on the top. Big old building though. In 1991, the very attractive George Shopping Centre, complete with glass atrium roof, rose phoenix-like from the debris, and today is home to a bustling, thriving community of stylish shops, commercial businesses. Not anymore, it's not. Well. Maybe something coming soon. So yeah, I reckon in here 98% of the businesses are shut. There's barely anyone in here at all. A couple of people just walking through, I think, and I think there was a tanning place, a waxing place, maybe a gym that's open upstairs, and that is pretty much it. Everything else completely shut. Wow. And once again, and not for the first time in this series, I have been alone in an empty shopping centre that is still open. Just look at that. So that place that I've just been in, the George Shopping Centre, apparently it's been empty for absolutely ages. I've seen online people saying that. But it has been up for sale like 4 times, I think, in the past 5 years. There have been plans to regenerate it, plans to turn it into something new. So I often get this when I've been wandering around looking at mainly abandoned shopping centres or arcades in places. People always say, oh, this is a false representation. The reason that's empty is because it's being redeveloped. And I don't think that's the right way of looking at it. I think that's the wrong way around. It's being redeveloped, maybe, because it's empty, and those two are entirely different things. And I think in my search, in my wanderings, in my covering of how retail is changing, going into places like that and seeing what once was a hub of shopping and now empty is important to document. Will it be redeveloped? I hope so. Hopefully it will change into something else. But you can't deny that that place has been sat like that for a long time and still is today in 2024. Pretty much entirely empty. That was interesting. Let's get into Nottingham. Let's drive to Nottingham and have a look round. Is there really nothing left in Nottingham? Who knows? Okay, so here we are in Nottingham. And I've literally never been here before. Got no idea what it's like, what it's famous for, what I'm gonna find. So it's gonna be interesting. And hopefully I will come across some interesting stuff, some cool stuff that's not just, well, how appropriate, boarded up shops. The first one there. But yeah, hopefully we'll find some more stuff. Let's go explore Nottingham. Big empty corner one there though, straight away. So yeah, one there on the end, and then you come across and there's something here, hotter. Another one right next to it there. And then across the way as well. So yeah, this strip here, I think I'm in the centre of Nottingham. Hopefully I am, but yeah. H&M. Yeah, loads on this bit. Another one. Empty there. Across the way, what's this? Oh, M&S hardware store. Yeah, so to be fair, on that bit there, the first street that I've got to really, pretty much everything entirely closed, and they are big. They're big units. I don't know what this is here. Is this some plaza? And again on this side, looks like lots of information about Nottingham. So interesting. I think that's a nice way of covering up some of the boarded up shops. And here we go. Let's peek behind the curtain of progress. Ah, and there are people working there at least. That's good. So Broadmarsh. I'm guessing Broadmarsh was a big shopping complex maybe. It's getting totally regenerated. Maybe you can get inside part of it, I don't know. Anyway, let's walk round here and go round, see what else we come across. Got all that there to let. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's definitely not doing great. Look, on that side there, every single one going down. And then on this side, look, to let, to let, to let, to let. It's interesting, isn't it? Because like literally, pretty much every single unit there is for rent. And who's talking about this? There's a lot of stuff going on with general elections coming up, local elections. Who is talking about this problem? Because I've not seen anything really. And I have no axe to grind in this fight. This problem is in the popular little tourist town where I live in Yorkshire. It's in the once famous seaside town of Blackpool. It's in the capital city of London. There's literally boarded up shops everywhere. And still, it's just not getting spoken about. I just find it crazy that we're constantly flooded with news. We're constantly flooded of the terrible things that happen in the world. What's going on over here or what's going on over there and what we need to do about this and that. And then literally the stuff that's right on our doorsteps, our city centres, our town centres that are just falling apart, decaying, and just nothing getting done. and I'm going to do this because I probably get it commented about 6 times a week. Just had a nice coffee. Coffee with milk. Isn't milk brilliant? There you go. I know a lot of you are going to enjoy that. And a tram. Tram system. Nottingham has a tram system. Good to know. Did not know that. So from all my wanderings looking at the death of the high street and the reasons for the decline, there's so many reasons, there really are. But I think there's a core 3, and it's going to use that triangle method. I think it's got a name, but I can't remember. Just call it a triangle. But at the top sits online shopping. That really is the main reason why so many things are disappearing. And then below that, you've got rents and business rates. And I think they really are the 3 that have had the most effect on nationwide our high streets. And you think as well, because rates and rents are the killer as well, that just makes online shopping so much easier, not just for the customer but for the person selling online, because they don't have to worry about rent, they don't have to worry about rates. They can have a bit of storage and sell anything, or just drop ship from somewhere else. So yeah, the world's just changed and they are the 3. So many other reasons as well, but I think they really are the 3. Look at this one here. I wish I could see in more of that there, but that, I reckon there might have been a squat in there. Something like that. You can just see the window. Remnants of stuff, but it looks like it's been closed for ages. Big end one here. Looks like, what's going on in here? Looks like the death of that place was a Christmas party. Still, the remnants all around there. Couldn't really see in. Hopefully the camera will be brought out. I swear down there's a Christmas tree in there. I don't know if it's just because I've wandered the wrong way, but it is so quiet. Like, does no one come down this way? Am I far away from the high street, the main bit? I didn't feel like I'd wandered too far. I'm the only one about. This looks a bit busier on here. Oh, a magic trick shop. This bit here looks a bit better. Oh, second-hand bookstore shop. Oh, definitely gotta go in here. Love second-hand books. It's what we love to see. Second-hand bookstore still open and selling CDs. Don't know how much they'll make from CDs. I know my dad still buys CDs, but I think he is in the minority. Boarded up one there. That there must be what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shops maybe. Nice vintage store there though, looks independent. Favourite album of all time. Rough Trade Records, still open, check it out. I asked to see if they were up for an interview in there, but the woman was like, "No, I don't want to be on camera." However, this leads me on to saying, if you are involved in the record trade, if you run a record shop, get in touch. I'm going to make a video soon about how they are still surviving and doing well. Look at that room we just saw, full of records, full of LPs. It's amazing. So yeah, if you do have a connection to that world, let me know. And is this a boarded up nightclub? I think it's a boarded up nightclub. Prism. Are you from Nottingham? Let me know, what was Prism nightclub like? It looks like the one near me that was liquid, which was shit. All that food there was $3.99 from the Gallus. Banging, good shout out. Can't believe how cheap that food was from that place, and it's absolutely banging. Go check it out. Yeah, that's a good point to Nottingham. So, just a quick one. I started this channel when I turned 30. I was working in a pub at the time, minimum wage. I was totally skint. I had no idea what I wanted to do in my life. And one day I decided to go buy a camera and start vlogging. And I came out and I were up here actually. I were in this very spot up here. And I made a vlog about chimneys, industrial mill chimneys. And I had no idea that a year and a half later, this will be my full-time job. I literally do this for a living. So sometimes on YouTube, I'll have a good month, sometimes I won't. Some videos make me money, other videos don't make me any money at all. But there's one thing that I would really, really like to do in this life, and that's buy a house Now, currently I'm not in a position to. It's amazing that I'm full-time on YouTube, but I'm not in a position to buy a house. So in the future, if you do see a sponsored ad on this channel, like, I know that ads can be annoying, I find them annoying. However, it is a position now where I've got nearly 100,000 subscribers. Brands do pay fairly decent money, and it's gonna put me in a position where I can buy a house. If the ad annoys you, just skip it, I don't care. I'll still get paid. But the other side of it as well is I've covered all the Northwest. That's where mainly my content is. This will open the door so I can go, you know what? I'm gonna go look at a high street in Australia. I'm gonna go over to New York. I'm gonna go to, I don't know, Bolivia and look at the high streets there. It's just gonna open the door to much better content. And I've always wanted to do a renovation house project where I buy one of the cheap houses that I see on this channel, and then not only will I have a house, but I can document doing it up. I just think that'd be so cool, and doing this will just mean that I can make better content. So yeah, if you see them in the future, if you don't like it, skip it. And I just wanted to let you know because I appreciate you as my audience so much. So yeah, back to the video. There's your lost Wilco, sadly. Look at all that. Huge strip of shops here. Wonder what this was. Ah, Adidas. Yeah, Adidas are closing loads. Majority of big Adidas shops all around the country are going from there. Oh, it was Sports. Wait a minute. It might not have just been an Adidas shop. This might be somewhere else. Ah, so Sports Direct on the other end is still open. That's good to see. This looks busy. So a good bit here where everything's open. Nothing at all closed on this bit, that's good to see. Another nice bit here. Lots of shops open. Let's have a look in the exchange, see what's going on in here. So stuff open, but no one in here. What's out this way? So how's Nottingham changed for you? How long you lived here for?
All my life.
All your life, yeah. How much has it changed recently?
I suppose like the rest of the country, there's just no manners, no respect about it anymore. It's just got a bit stupid, do you know what I mean? And the council being greedy.
Yeah.
By charging too much rent.
Yeah.
Too much rate.
That's it, that's the main killers, I think.
You know what I mean?
Rent rates and obviously online shopping's a killer.
Lots of nice pubs.
Good pubs. A lot of pubs still open?
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, where are you from?
Yorkshire, near Halifax.
Okay.
You know it, yeah.
Well, I suppose someone's got to live there.
Yeah. Oh mate, thank you anyway, that's really
right.
good. If there's anything you can tell me to go check out in the centre.
There's the oldest pub in the world.
Alright.
Called the Trip to Jerusalem.
Alright, yeah.
You know, that's the oldest pub in the world.
Right, well I'll go check that out, mate.
Yeah, it's that direction.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I'm going to go check out the Victoria Arcade first, and then I'm going to go back down that way. That's that way, isn't it?
Don't see that.
Is it crap?
Don't see that.
Before we get to that pub in the castle, I've heard there might be some caves. I don't know what kind of caves, but yeah, apparently they're down here somewhere. Nice guy there just saying that the council's so skint that what they're doing is they're just selling off so much land that they can to those big investment places that can just bring student flats, things like that. But that doesn't actually help any of the stuff that's in the centre that's still struggling. He said the caves though might be down here. I'm not sure if they are. Alright, City of Caves. Here we go. What the hell? Okay, like this is way more interesting than I thought. Like it's legitimately caves. Like, these are caves. Wow. Let's keep going. Okay, so this is really cool. Basically, down here in these caves that I've just stumbled across, there used to be a tannery underground here where things were made: boots, shoes, gloves, belts. Wow, so under here were shops essentially. Under here was business. That is crazy. I mean, there's nothing down here anymore, but to be honest, there's nothing up there either. Wow. These caves may predate 1270. Look at this. Saying that all the shops directly above this used to have basements. Basements that were dug out into these caves. This is absolutely bonkers. I did not think this is what it would be. Very cool. I think caves brilliant. Yeah, look at this. They were used as air raid shelters during the war. When the bombs fell, thousands of people sought refuge and retreated to the safety of the shelters. Cool. This is sweet. I love it down here. Oh, cool. Well, I was not expecting that. Damn, that was well fun. Look, if you're ever in Nottingham, do go check out the City of Caves. Really, really interesting. Crazy, just like a network of caves running below the city. Fascinating. Here we go. Look at this. Cheers to Nottingham, what an interesting day. So we started out in Grantham, where that shopping centre, which were completely empty, and if it does sell, apparently it's up for sale again for the 4th time. It'll be interesting to see if anything does happen to it.
Good beer.
Then into Nottingham, where, to be honest, it was, well, the person had said, oh, there's nothing in Nottingham, you got to come check it out, and it was bad. There was areas that were completely empty, to let, streets that were entirely just vacant. There were some busy bits as well, which was good, and I hope I've explored and shown both, because there were some bits that looked alright, but there was a lot empty. Again, not unique to Nottingham, but yeah. And then finding those caves, that was crazy. I did not expect that. I was going to go up to the castle, but since I'd done the caves, and I wanted a pint in the oldest pub in England, I thought I've not got time. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Cheers.